Well, no, but you know what? This is important, and this was life affecting for her. Okay, so you're born in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
You have a normal life. You're biking up and down the block. You have your brothers, you have your sister, and you're enjoying life as it is. It's wonderful. Your parents have worked hard to come here. And then they make a very drastic decision to go back to where they came from. Now, it doesn't say in the book why that decision was made, and I don't suppose she really actually knows, but it was something that her parents absolutely felt that they needed to do.
Yeah.
Do you think you would make that same decision as a parent? So Ashton, you think that it had value?
It did have value, but if I was a fan, I don't know if I'd go that far. Like, it was extreme, but the extreme stuff.
Maybe a little visits would be good enough. Like a little vacation for like 2 or 3 months would be good enough.
A vacation for 2 or 3 months? Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be poignant in your life. But what about 7 years?
I think that's too much. Because she's like putting his kids like at risk of like disease and stuff. They could like possibly die during that 7 years. So
Okay. So now her father left and came back to work to help the family. That to me was very interesting. What did you guys what was your take on that?
He was committed to having his kids go through that experience with him, and that was right.
Okay. What, so I assume we can all agree that it was character building
Yeah.
for all the kids.
Yeah. And they might not have liked it, but it did build character.
Do you think, okay, let's go through the positives and the negatives for it. So you've already made a very good point that your family could be at risk for a lot of diseases, because there's really a reason why you leave to begin with. But then, what was the actual social situation that was happening in Jordan at that time?
Protesting.
So lots of turmoil, unrest,
and displacement.
lots of displacement. So now, Nahlah can really relate to the job that she has now. That perspective is ingrained in her. It's not just it wasn't just a vacation. Yeah, hey, I grew up in Canada. My family moved here, but I can relate because I have some relatives there. But she actually went back and lived there, not by her choice. Do you think that action on the part of her parents really prepared her and really set her up for her career? Without really knowing it. Yeah. What kind of questions did you come up with as you were reading those first 3 chapters?
Like, how long did it take for her to adjust to like living in around Jordan?
So how long did it take for her to adjust to that lifestyle? Because she wasn't born into it, so this was all very new. Okay. What else?
Would she do it over again?
Would she do it over again? You mean with her own children?
I guess so.
Okay, so would she make that decision with her own children? Okay. Do you guys want a few minutes to come up with a couple of questions? Because even, I'm thinking back and I'm thinking, well, she had this uncle that she sort of refers to as like the big meanie, right? We all sort of have an uncle like that, don't we? Okay, so take 5 minutes, come up with 3 questions, work with a partner, come up with 3 questions.